Hello, Lion listeners, and welcome to another episode of the Roar Report podcast. Here you can keep up to date on the latest and greatest going around the Dryden Central School District. Today, we have two special guests with us.
The Solar Express teachers, traveling library Liz Corbett and Jennifer DePaull, and we'll explore what the Solar Express is all about. Thank you both for being here today.
So happy to be here.
Great. So we'll get right into it. Can you introduce yourselves and tell us how long you've been working with the Solar Express program?
I am Liz Corbett. I am Ms. Corbett to Dryden Elementary students. I'm the librarian there, yes. And this is my third year doing the Solar Express.
I'm Jen DePaull, and I'm a third grade teacher at Cassavant, and this is my second year doing the Solar Express.
So for listeners that are unfamiliar with the program, what is the Solar Express? I know we were just talking about this before recording, but can you break it down for our listeners?
Yeah, the Solar Express is a bookmobile. We load up a trailer with donations from lots of different people with all sorts of books. We try to find stuff that people will want to read, and then we go around and we do our best to get people the books they want to read.
Great.
Exactly. Even adults. We have books for adults, books for little kids, books for
everyone in between.
Kids. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. So this program is truly a collaborative effort. Who works to put together to make the Solar Express possible?
So many people, Jen and I work, year round talking about it. We talk on and off about the things we're going to do and little tweaks that we can make. But we also get a ton of help from different community organizations. We had a really nice donation from FedEx this year of a bunch of books. Mrs. Preston, the preschool teacher, cleaned out her library for us this year, and we have a lot of really great things from her. We also, let's see, what else?
We have people who stop us and ask if they can make donations.
Yes.
People come and borrow books and then go back home and clean out their own libraries and bring us gently used, high interest level books. And so just last week we had a whole big duffel bag donated of board books and younger kids' books. So, and lots of teachers at the end of the school year, they know, and so they donate books. We don't have, it would be nice to continue to get donations, but we're not lacking in books.
Yes.
Awesome.
We also get teachers who come to visit, and we, our trailer was acquired through a grant, and before that it was Lions Club and Rotary, and so this is a long-running program that has been supported by many, many different people.
That's awesome. So, Ms. Corbett, who's your favorite author?
Oh, it's like asking me to choose my favorite child. I do author studies on some of my favorite authors, and they are Mac Barnett, Amy Dykman, and Mo Willems. So Mo Willems is the Pigeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
He also Elephant and Piggy. Mac Barnett writes a bunch of different, he is so weird and funny. I love him. And Amy Dykman writes books that I don't care how old you are, you will like those books. She is hilarious. Her favorite book of mine to read to kids is You Don't Want a Unicorn. And she gives us the secrets of you don't want a unicorn because they jump and then their horns get stuck in the ceiling. And this is a secret. When they get lonely, they can call other unicorns, and then you have the most destructive force in the universe, a unicorn party. So, yes.
Buyer's remorse
Yes, exactly. So make another wish and wish for something else.
Mrs. DePaull, what's your favorite book?
So my favorite children's book is Wilfred Gordon McDonald Partridge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I worked in a nursing home from the time I was 16 until I was 22. That's what
I didn't know that about you.
Through college.
Yeah.
And so it's a story about a little boy who lives next door to a nursing home, and he befriends one of the women who also has four names like him. Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper. And then my favorite chapter book to read to kids is The Miraculous Journey of Edward T. Green.
Oh, so good.
And my favorite adult book that's hard to do. Currently I'm reading The Choice. I really like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I can't pick my favorite book.
It's so hard.
So I know that the Dryden Central School District Food Services has partnered with the Solar Express to provide an exciting addition to the program this summer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We thought it was a match made in heaven. Mrs. Munson and I kind of got together and said, listen, we're already going to these places, so can we deliver the meals? So we get to bring a cooler out to each of our locations, and students can get a lunch or a breakfast. And
then on Thursdays, we also give weekend meals. So they get a bag full of kind of like Lunchables and breakfast things to put in the fridge.
Tide them over.
We used to bring, and we still bring snacks. We have,
Yeah.
small snacks and juice and water.
Right.
But now on top of that, we have lunch for kids.
That's awesome.
it's really exciting to be able to hand a stack of books and a couple of lunches over to a family.
Yeah. It's a good way to marry those two programs together. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do either of you have a favorite Solar Express moment or a memory you'd like to share?
We were talking about this. I remember getting stuck in the trailer with my friends Zoe and Dakota. This was 2 years ago, and it was raining so hard. And this was before we got the new trailer, so it was kind of leaky too. But we turned on the light in there, and Zoe and Dakota and their mom and I all hunched down, and we kind of looked at books while we were in there. But we were like, when can we leave? But that was.
I would imagine it's loud too in the rain.
Very loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good memory for me, especially because those are like, I don't have Dakota anymore, but I still have Zoe, and just such great people. And I love it when we have regulars. Our regulars are really keep us motivated, because we say we have, well, we gotta go see Cal, or we gotta go see Bert. So yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is when we start to pull up.
It's watching everybody come.
Yes, they're waiting for us. But another favorite, especially this year, are the pets that come to the Solar Express. So we have kittens and chihuahuas and dogs, and they come right on, and they also read. So
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Mrs. DePaull is the consummate cat lover, and the kids have started to discover that and will bring out their kittens and cats for inspection.
There you go.
And then Mrs. DePaull threatens to kidnap them.
Oh, I did.
If someone were listening right now and wanted to participate in the Solar Express, how would they do that? Where would they find information?
Well, if you're a teacher in the district and you're interested in either subbing in the summer for days that we can't be there, or just coming and joining us in reading, they can get in touch with Mrs. Koval. If you're a community member and you're interested in coming and reading with kids, that's certainly a possibility. Or if you're interested in donating books, either meet us at any of our stops or get in touch with the school. You know.
I think our schedule is on Facebook, and I believe it's also on the school website.
Yep.
So we keep the same schedule both Tuesday and Thursday this year. That's a change from the past.
Okay.
So we're
Great.
fairly easy to find.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So thanks to both of our guests, Ms. Corbett and Mrs. DePaull, for joining us today and for their continued efforts in supporting the Dryden Central School District's mission to cultivate and support youth literacy. We appreciate all that you do. And here at Dryden, we like to have a little fun while we learn. So today we will be testing you on some themed questions in a game we like to call Pop Quiz. You will be tested on 4 questions, including a tiebreaker if need be, and whoever gets the most points wins. So you have bragging rights tomorrow.
What do we win?
You get bragging rights at tomorrow at your Solar Express.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Question 1. Jacob Marley and Bob Cratchit are characters from which Charles Dickens novel? A, It's a Wonderful Life, B, Miracle on 34th Street, and C, A Christmas Carol.
See,
Miss C. That one goes to Mrs. DePaull. Question 2. Which of the following pieces of was not a book in its original format? Was not a book in its original format? A. Gone with the Wind. B. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And C. Oh, the Places You'll Go.
B.
B. That point goes to Miss Corbett. It was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Question 3. Who wrote the classic novel The Catcher in the Rye? A. D. Salinger, B. T.S. Eliot, or C. Jane Austen?
A.
Then that point goes to Miss Corbett. So Miss Corbett has 2 points with Mrs. DePaull with 1. And question 4. How many books are in the Harry Potter series? A. 6, B. 7, or C. 8?
I followed the rules, you didn't.
What? You can answer in the middle.
You can?
Sure. We'll allow it.
7.
7. So we are at 2-2. We're at a tie. Here's the tiebreaker. What year did the Solar Express first begin in Dryden? A. 2006. B. 2011. C. 2020.
2011.
2006.
It is 2006. Sorry, Miss DePaull. Miss Corbett for the win. All right. So congratulations to Miss Corbett. You are our winner.
Yes.
Again, we would like to thank our guests for joining us today and the Solar Express Traveling Library. And for our Lion listeners, stay tuned for more episodes to come and feel free to send us any suggestions on who we should interview next. I'm your host, Superintendent Josh Pachaglupy, and this is The Roar Report, signing off.